So we're going to demo add color in black and white, doing it in Photoshop. So in Photoshop, you're going to go find your photo. You're going to open the photo. I put mine on my desktop. Yours will be wherever it is. That's lovely. Yours will be, oh, here we go. Yours will be wherever you saved it, probably on your flash drive, okay? While you're in Photoshop, and again, I have the directions up here on the wall, you are going to do this 3 different ways. Guys, you're going to do this 3 different ways, so I'm going to demo all 3. I'm going to press pause for a second. The first of the 3 ways is by selecting an area and then turning either that area or everything else black and white, okay? So somebody is going to ask me, Miss Miller, where's the select? How do I select? Can somebody answer how you select? Using what? Hello. Using what? Nobody knows. You're killing me. Who took notes on this? It's not the top tool, that's the move tool. You can see where my mouse is. Okay? It's these other 3, and if you click and hold, they all have other things underneath of them. Okay? Today I'm going to use the quick select. And I'm going to, and you can change the size of it up here. Okay? Make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to use the quick select to select the gold part of the capital. Just this top section. Okay, and it's got more than I anticipated, more than I want. Okay, so if I zoom in on this, okay, I zoom in, it's got more than I want. So how do we fix this? If it's a big area, you come up here where my mouse is, and you do take away, and then you'll come in with your, there it is, sorry, I couldn't see it. And you'll do take away, and it will take away those areas, okay? If it's a smaller area, then that's where it says on here, use the mask and brush tool. So the mask is all the way at the bottom. It's a square with the, or a rectangle with a circle in the middle, down here at the bottom of the toolbar. You're going to click that, and it shows you what is selected and what's not selected, okay? What's the tool that you guys use with the mask tool in order to make it work? Does anybody remember? Nobody wants to answer because I'm recording, huh? Does anybody remember? All right. It is the brush tool, okay? So the paintbrush, the one that looks like a paintbrush, which is up here where my mouse is at. So it looks like a paintbrush. It's really small right now, so I'm going to make it bigger. You can give it fuzzy edges or clean edges. That's up to you. For this one, I'm probably going to do a clean edge. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I hope you guys can see that better than I can. I got a glare from my new lights. So you're going to use this with these black and whites down here. So while it's on black, it will turn that area red. So I'm just going to do a big spot just so you can see. So see how where I go with it, it will turn that area red. Okay, so you're going to use it to clean up your edges. And I'm not going to get super fancy with my edges because it doesn't make sense for us to sit here and watch me do that. But you're going to do a much cleaner job than I'm going to do right now. If you want to switch it to white, down where my mouse is, down by the mask tool, you're going to use these little toggle arrows. If you see it switching from black to white, white will turn the area normal colored. So where I go through here, and I would make my brush really small, and I would go in and get all those little details that I'm missing right now with a small brush, okay? From here, it doesn't say this, but if you don't get out of the mask tool, you can't do the rest of these steps, okay? So you get out of the mask tool the exact same way that you got in, is you click yourself back out, okay? So I'm going to click myself back out, and then it says select inverse. Now here's the deal. When I selected my area, Cameron, I selected the area I wanted to leave in color. If I do not select the inverse, which is the opposite, if I don't do that, then I'm going to turn that area black and white and everything else will stay colored. Okay, so that's why I'm going to select the inverse. So I'm going to go up to select inverse, and now if I go in my math, see how it's exactly opposite? Okay, so now I have everything else selected and not the capital. From here it says image, adjustments, hue and saturation. Okay, saturation is like how much color, right? So I can go with but tons of color or no color. For this assignment, we're going to go no color. That make sense? So we're going to slide it to the left. Press OK. If you want to deselect, it's Control D or Select Deselect. Save it as a JPEG and put it in your PowerPoint. Okay, so to recap that, select an area, clean up your edges, figure out the part that you're having black and white, and then drop the saturation. Like literally that's it. Okay, are we good so far? Okay, I'm not going to take a new picture, but you will. Okay, you're going to give me 3 different pictures for this, actually 4. Okay, on the next one, there's 3 steps. Number 2 right here, 3 steps. Okay, first one says image, mode, grayscale. You're going to discard the information. So it turns your photo black and white. So if I want to make a black and white photo, which you do, because you're going to turn in a black and white photo, that's literally all you have to do. Okay, people don't turn in the black and white one because they're like, Miss Weller, you didn't make a poster. What am I going to make a poster that says image mode grayscale? No, it's right here. Okay, or you can do the image adjustments, hue and saturation, and drop the saturation. Either one of those will work to make your black and white photo. Okay. The second step on this one says image mode RGB color. So what you're doing now is you're telling the computer that you changed your mind and you really do want to have some color in your photo. Okay, so I'm going to click RGB color. Nothing happens that we can see, but if we try to add the color, then it will work. If we don't, then it won't work. Okay, so you've got to do the RGB part. From here it says use the history brush tool. The history brush tool we talked about when we took notes, and it's a paintbrush with a little rewind arrow behind it. So it's like right here. So I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to make it big so you can see. I'm going to show you just what it does. Everywhere I paint with it, it brings the original color back. Okay? So this obviously is not a grade you want to turn in, but you're going to pick the area of the photo that you want to have back to the original color, and then you're going to paint that area in. Okay, you can make the brush small, you can make the brush big, you can zoom in if you need to get good edges, but all you do is bring the original color back. Now here's the deal. If you do any cropping or anything like that before, this brush won't work. Okay, if you want to crop, you have to crop after you do this step. Does that make sense? Crop after, not before, otherwise it will not work. Cool? Save it as a JPEG, put it in your PowerPoint. Questions? Last one. Something to note here, by the way. It says grayscale RGB color again. If you do these in the wrong order, you might be a little confused. Okay? Because you're going to go, I don't know what she's talking about. Well, if you'd have done number 2, then number 3 makes sense. Okay? So grayscale. So it's image mode grayscale. Discard. Image mode RGB color again. Okay? And then I'm going to use my regular paintbrush. So paintbrush tool. And then it says pick colors, change opacity if you want to make it see-through. So up here in the top right, we have swatches, and we have like this little slidey bar thing that will change all these colors. Okay, so you can pick a color that you like. Maybe I want to make the capital pink. Okay, I'm gonna make my brush a little bigger. Not that big. Maybe I want to make these little portholes pink. So I'm gonna go click. Click. This one needs to be smaller. Click and drag. Click and drag. Right? So I'm starting to make it look interesting. Okay, so those ones where they changed the color, this is how they did that. All right, but you're like, okay, well that looks a little stupid, a little fake. Okay, so what you do is you change your opacity so you can make it see-through. So you're gonna come up here where the mouse is. You're gonna find the little the mouse blip thing that shows you where the mouse is. Sorry about that. Forgot about it. So I'm gonna click, change my opacity. It was at 100%. I'm gonna make it at like 30%, just so I can show you. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger as well, and I'm just gonna do this randomly. So you guys see how now it's see-through? Okay, now that was all in one click of my mouse. If I let up off of my mouse, then I start to add layers. So you need to keep in mind there's 1 click, there's 2 clicks, there's 3 clicks, there's 4 clicks. You see what's happening every time it layers over? It's getting thicker and it looks different. Okay? This will also work if you want to sort of blend color. See how it gets a different color where it crosses over? I mean, you can use this very artfully, but you don't have to. If you want it to be one solid smooth color, you need to make sure you do it without letting up off of your mouse. Okay? One way you can do that is by having control, but sometimes that's hard with the mouse. Another way you can do that is by selecting the area and then just blending it in. So if I had just a random area selected, like right here, and then I go back to my paintbrush, I'm gonna make my paintbrush big. Okay, whoa, let it go. Oh, I took away, sorry. That wasn't my paintbrush either. I moved my thing. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now even if I go outside, see how it doesn't go anywhere else? Okay, so that's one way to give it some control. Another thing to think about, this is one of the really awesome reasons that I think is a good reason that we have touch screens, is if you think about this, I can touch and I can start to draw on here. Oh, it isn't going to work because I have it selected. So I can draw on here. Maybe if it will let me. You can use your stylus. You should be able to use your finger. It's not working. Well, anyways, I know it does because I've used it before. So even when you're selecting, if you want to use your finger to outline things or use a stylus, there's a stylus in the bottom of these that you can pull out, and you can select the area that way as well. Okay. Then you would save this one as a JPEG and put it in your PowerPoint. Is there questions on that? I mean, obviously do something that doesn't look as spooky. Okay. Like that one with the plant and the blue bricks. That was a nice one, right? And it was a good composition as well. Okay. You can get funky and weird with it, or you can just change colors of things and make it simple. Sometimes people want to change like the color of their car, color of their eyes or their hair or something. Yeah, I get it. Okay. No question? Okay, I have a question for you and somebody has to answer. Actually, I would like everybody to answer. How many pictures are you going to turn in for this assignment? 4. So what are the 4? One that is what? Huh? Just plain black and white. And the other 3 are add color. But it's got to be all 3 ways. Okay? People like this one and they think it's fun, and then they'll turn in 3 of these. Not what I want. Okay? All of these have different uses, so I don't use the same one all the time. So I want you to learn more than one way. Okay? No, you're going to use different photos. So you're going to have 4 different photos. Don't do what I did. You'll get bored with it, like I did. Okay? All right. Thank you.